God works in mysterious ways. God is so good. I don't worship the devil, and I say that respectfully. You know, being a hate in disguise is so unhealthy, and I say that respectfully. It's a thought process to me. You know, if the shoe fit, wear it. If it don't let that pressure apply to your thought process, and I say that respectfully. It's a thought process to me. I've been sitting on this download for a little minute. It's hilarious to me, actually. And I truly hope one day, neighbor, you truly find peace within your own lane. You know, you gotta really be careful how you treat people. You really do. Because you don't know who you judging. You don't know who you're coming up against when it comes to having to dish your own fair share, your own karma, when only to realize a projection that you just did that day, only to realize that dang how time flies, and at the end of the day, you gotta sit in your own guilt of your own hole of shame. And I say that respectfully. You know, like you saying, how can God possibly favor somebody? And now you're dealing with life. Life is life in you. And because life is life in you, you don't like the uncomfortable seat that you created for yourself when you try to kick someone down and you try to discourage someone, or you try to put a projection on someone that, hey, you're not worthy of yourself. And you came out of character that day to disrespect someone when someone knew how to respect you. And you tried to antagonize your neighbor with malicious intentions. Try to psych them out their thought process, they free in their pockets or their eyesight because you didn't have self-control. And you know what? God works in mysterious ways because God saw what you was doing. And hey, I don't think people have been paying attention. It's Judgment's Day. You just showing fair shit your own karma. And only to realize you can't even recognize yourself to self-reflect, to go within, to do the proper healing now. Because you're so far gone, bothering innocent people who know how to respect you. It's a thought process to me. You know, like, someone was minding their business in their own lane, and someone came out of their comfort zone to help you and show you at the end of the day that you are worthy. When someone overlooked you, or you felt like you had abandonment issues at the end of the day, and your neighbor said, hey, I'm going to uplift you, not discourage you, that energy is different. And all you wanted to do was play victim and kick someone down when they was trying to encourage you. You know, God works in mysterious ways. So a projection of a projection is, and shortchanging yourself, you got to be careful when it comes to communication. And I say that respectfully. You would swear up and down someone is throwing spell work at you in the most untoxic and the most toxic way, this most dysfunctional way. That's why you can't see for yourself. And only to realize you came against a child of God, not just only a child of God, but a chosen one who was minding their business, who knew how to respect somebody, regardless to what trauma and pain they dealt with in their journey. Because we are all not the same. You would swear up and down someone threw spell work at you. Your finances not going right. Your mental health is not well. You don't feel like living anymore. You feel so discouraged. All because of a projection that you put into the universe. Everything is falling apart in your life. All because of the fact that you decided to kick someone down. All because of the fact that you didn't have self-control for yourself when you're wearing a mask and say that you're so real. I'm real, I'm real, I'm real. And only to realize that, wow, how dare you? It's a thought process to me. You know, everybody doesn't play with spell work in a toxic way. You know, certain individuals don't have to take their time out of their day to sit there and see if it's actually working, like you. You don't ever turn back to sender. Whatever he was dishing out, it went back to sender in the most healthiest way, because God was protecting that child of God, that chosen one at the end of the day. What a rejection. How? You don't understand how. How God is favoring somebody to show them that they are worthy because you couldn't self-reflect to stay in your lane and understand communication when it came to being real, to respect yourself, to respect your neighbor. You're that dysfunctional. And then he say, she say, you try to go up against somebody. I had to take a crowd of people to go up against one person. How delusional can you possibly be? And God saw what you was doing, the good God. You know, when people don't have to worship the devil, that energy hits different. And then you sit there and disrespect someone's sexual orientation at the end of the day. Oh, how can God possibly favor you because of you're gay or you're a lesbian? How dare you? How dare you? I don't worship the devil. And I know a lot of people that are gay or that are lesbians at the end of the day. They don't worship the devil. But God has been good to them. God has been showing them at the end of the day that they are worthy, regardless to if their neighbor tries to kick them down, discourage them at the end of the day. It's the thought process for me. We don't have to project our trauma and our pain on innocent person because we all don't show up the same. It doesn't matter about your culture, your religion, your sexual orientation, or your disability, or your age. And I say that respectfully, neighbor. Be mindful and be more wise, judging a book by its cover. Now you're mad with them being mad. You're so miserable you can't find yourself. You can't create within. You can't even think for yourself. You got malicious intentions to try to play somebody close. It's a thought process for me. If the shoe fit, then wear it. If it don't apply, why is you applying pressure to your thought process? You want to psych yourself out your own thought process? You need a whole straight body jacket with a doctor prescription. Misery loves company. Leave innocent people alone. It's a thought process to me. You got to be more wise as to what you don't want dished out to you, especially dealing with karma, because karma is real. And when someone knows how to respect you, that does not mean kick your neighbor down because you're miserable. That does not mean disrespect your neighbor or lie on your neighbor because you're miserable. That's not how that works. I don't understand why the enemy allows you to believe that this is the norm, and it was never the norm when you become your own worst enemy, and you can't even go within the self-reflect, and you quick to say you're so real, and you're so healed, and you're mentally disturbed. It's the thought process to me. You're not understanding how someone is overcoming obstacles in their life. How did they overcome this? How did they overcome that? How did they get to where they are today? Because it took self-control. It took self-respect. It took going within mentally, and God was guiding them to better days ahead. And God was showing them that they were worthy when someone didn't see their worth. And they understand and recognize their self-reflection and look in the mirror that they, you know what? I got me. I love me. And I ain't got to wear a mask to scream, I'm real. The energy is different. Because we are all not the same. It's a thought process to me. Stop swearing up and down someone is doing spell work on you because someone is high ranking when it comes to their spirituality. And I say that respectfully. Something that you couldn't see was going within. You're so miserable with them being miserable, you can't keep up with somebody at the end of the day, only to realize you have a short attention span when it comes to common sense. Because everybody's not real, and I say that respectfully. You gotta be mindful when having conversations with certain individuals at the end of the day. Because sometimes you gotta scoop to their level to understand at the end of the day, we are all not the same. I ain't here to kick nobody down, but it's the kind of funny how you discourage somebody that day, and then you get checkmate. You don't like the reaction. When you poke the bear, you scared. How God works in mysterious ways. You see how innocent people ain't gotta throw sport at you, ain't gotta curse you out, ain't gotta make you feel unworthy of yourself. They just trying to show you at the end of the day, just better yourself. Be mindful when judging a book by its cover. Be mindful, more wise at the end of the day, to mentally go within, to recognize who you are and stop projecting your trauma, your pain on innocent people because you can't self-reflect to have self-control. It's a thought process. I mean, we are all not the same. Misery loves company, and be careful to the innocent people. Protect your energy because not everybody's supposed to be part of your journey, and that is okay. But you mad and you're worthy. Do not get discouraged because someone tried to kick you down and discourage you because they couldn't go within to see their self-reflection. And they was wearing the mask this whole entire time. And God saw what they was doing when they was trying to discourage you or kick you down or let you feel like you had to live in fear. But God hasn't given up on you. It's a thought process to me. Naya Genuine Love Respect. I am the original owner of all my words, of my contents, of all my videos, and I say that respectfully. I truly appreciate time to the genuine ones only. Have a safe day, have a safe week, have a safe month, have a safe remaining year, have a safe weekend, and have a safe day. Protect your energy because not everybody is deserving of your time and your day. Do not get discouraged because someone else understands your faith and how God is truly favoring you, and you ain't got to gaslight nobody or let alone wear a mask to be real. And you mean what you say and say what you mean because at the end of the day, God is truly favoring you. You ain't got to manipulate nobody. That energy is different because we are all not the same. It's the thought process to me. Naya, Genuine Love Respect. Have a good day. I gotta go. I need a nap. You doing too much. Sit down somewhere. Have fun to see. I hope you find peace in your own life, neighbor. Naya, Genuine Love Respect.